Dímelo, Bo Dominican York. What's going on, mi gente? What is going on? Starting out, just wanted to talk about what's over here in the boudoir in the master bedroom. Mostly designer, a couple of independent or niche now. Starting with Bad Boy Extreme. I had to stop the video and look this one up. I couldn't remember the name. Bad Boy Extreme, gifted by the wife. That was the first one that we got. Then La Tacita de Café. Really enjoy this one. This is one of the earlier of the day 3 fragrances that I purchased, which you'll see the 4 right here. As a matter of fact, we'll just go one by one. Escándalo was that next one. Wow, this is so good. Honestly, I think of my mom every time I wear it. Filosofia. Guys, it gets better and better. And you know what? With all the fragrances I haven't been giving these enough time of day. And the last, Silent Rescue, may be my favorite. Of course, we've got Aylin over here. But we're going to go up to the next row. Oud Mineral from Tom Ford. Definitely one of my favorite wearing experiences. Different. What a different fragrance. You know what I mean? It really takes some oud or some woody, earthy qualities, mixes it with some what might be ambergris or some salty, accords. This thing is just a marvel. It really is a different wearing experience. Not anything like what you would expect. If you haven't smelled it before, it's definitely one to get your nose on. Tom Ford, Oud Mineral, another gift from the wife. Tom Ford's Eau de Ombre leathers over here instead of the regular ombre leather, which is still here in the boudoir, but I keep it over there in that section with the angel, with the other section over there. But definitely Eau de Ombre leather because it matches the other bottles in the 50 ml. And for now, it's kind of replacing Crystal Saffron, with that saffron feeling that I get from it. And it might be a little bit like Baby Cat for some people, but I haven't smelled Baby Cat yet. So that's one that I hope to get in the collection in 2026. The next one from Tom Ford, Beau de Jour. So classy. What a classy fougere. I want to wear this every time I shave, every time I take a haircut. I want to wear this more often than you think, but this is one that, I need to start wearing and being unapologetic, because I do feel like it can be overbearing and overpowering. This is one that I need to learn to be controlled with my sprays. Probably more than just this fragrance, but definitely with this one too. Costa Azura, quietly one of my favorites. This is such a classy, takes me back to just like 80s luxury, if that makes any sense at all. I just feel like such a refined individual when I wear this. This is like outstanding perfumery. And I don't know if the parfum is better. Haven't tried it. The EDP is more than enough and does extremely well in all kinds of weather. Tobacco Vanille. Oh my goodness. I first had the dupe of this, and the first time I sprayed the dupe, wow, it was pungent. Those spices and the spiciness were smacking my nostrils. By the time I got to the real one, it didn't. It was so appealing. You know what I mean? I'd kind of grown into the fragrance. And I'm talking about Maison Alhambras. Maison Alhambras get remarkably close in profile, even if they don't do it exactly with depth of ingredients. But Tobacco Vanille is one that will remain forever in the collection. Tobacco Oud. Not many have this. I guess not everyone wants this in their collection. Tobacco Oud is definitely an acquired taste. It has a very daring, boozy, and just whipping your nostrils at first, but it settles and becomes such a daring masculine take on woods and pungent tobacco. But I think there's also some kind of whiskey or boozy note that's in here. it's just a beautiful wearing experience. And last time I paired it with something sweet, and it really balanced out the sweetness of the fragrance I was using. So, you know how you could make a fragrance a sweetener? This one's like a cooler. It tones down the sweetness. Oud Wood, incredible. My wife got me this. This is the first one. Oh my goodness. Oud Wood, I've seen myself change rooms. I've seen people change demeanor with me wearing Oud Wood. Even the dupe, the Maison Alhambra version. The OG is definitely it though. Last of the Tom Fords over here, Tuscan leather. If you guys know anything about me, about the channel, this is right up there with the best of the best in scent profiles for me. Next up, starting with the Dior's, and then we'll have another one in between, but going with the Dior's, Sauvage Elixir. And I know the bottle looked funny on the short, but I since verified the batch number, and this is a 2024 production, and it's legit. And I know I got it from a legit source anyway, so I wasn't doubting that. But it was funny that it was grayed out, and this thing performs. Te tiene cojones, brother. Sauvage Elixir is definitely one to have in the collection. I know there's some people that don't like it, but if you don't like this, you probably don't like ONFOOTS for sure. And like I said, before we get back to the Dior's, we just had this YSL stop. This is L'Absolu, YSL Y L'Absolu. I've got 2 bottles in the 1.3s, and then I've got about 3 or 4 travels. So, wife, hooked it up. Love you. Back to Dior. ONFOOTS is definitely one of my favorite Sauvages. Guys, I can wear this all the time. I actually layered this with Elixir today. So after showering, I actually sprayed this and then forgot that Elixir was right there underneath it. And afterwards, when this started to settle down a little bit, I dabbled up with some Elixir. But ONFOOTS, I don't get the hate. I do see the love. Bo loves him. ONFOOTS. EDT is the newest. No, either the EDT or the Parfum is the newest to the collection, but definitely enjoyed wearing this the other night, and thank you. Love you, wifey. Hooked it up again. Thing is so nice, had to get it twice. So I definitely got a backup bottle in the 3.4 in the office. So you see this one here with the collection up here, and I got the backup in the office and a backup of ONFOOTS. But EDP just does the best of both worlds. The EDT, the Parfum, it's just an amazing frag. The best of both. And I believe the Parfum really is the latest that I received, and this also is a gift from my wife, and this completed the Sauvage lineup. So very happy to have completed that for now, even though there's another Sauvage that came out, but I heard it's super expensive. I don't even know if it's available to the public. I don't know, but this is one that's very, very soft in in terms of, like, I don't know, it's not as loud. It's not ambroxan laden like most of the other Sauvages. Not the ONFOOTS, of course, but yeah, this is sweet and kind of softer, but it lasts just as long. All right, we're up to the JPG, and this is Le Beau, the EDT. The first Le Beau, got a nice sizable dent. This is just such an easy wear for me. I didn't think I was gonna like it after the first sprays with the samples I had, but this thing was a steal. I bought it used, you know, off a retail or off a discount website, but used. Delicious stuff, guys. You can wear this anytime. Shout out to the wife for Paradise Garden. This is another one. This is pretty much a beast mode version of Le Beau, and I haven't tried the Parfum, you know, the Le Beau Intense, and I haven't tried any of the others, but this Paradise Garden, 8+ hours on my skin, and beautiful scent that just wears great. I think 3 season. I haven't tried it in winter. Elixir, a lot of people's #1 JPG, right? A lot of people's #1 JPG. Gorgeous, backup bottle worthy, and deserving of of how much praise it gets. Even turned Cubanos into a JPG fan, or somewhat, right? But this is really good. The Parfum, and is it a Parfum Intense? Because this is actually an EDP, but it's Le Male Le Parfum, and backup bottle worthy because I do have a second bottle. I would have had a third, but shout out to the wife. She hooked it up with both bottles, and I'm so happy to have both because this thing is absolutely stunning. Stunning, guys. Not as beastly as, to me, as Elixir, but the cardamom and lavender mixture in here is amazing. This thing, absolutely gorgeous. Wife loves it. And the newest JPG to the lineup, to the collection. Shout out to the wife again. She hooked it up. This is, what is it? This is Le Male Elixir Absolute, right? I think that's their exact name, but I wore once and it was late. You know, I started the wearing late and didn't have a full day wearing with it, but more updates to come. But it is a gorgeous profile so far after that one wearing. Elan from day 3, beautiful. If anything could possibly smell like baby cat, this also might be one of them. I've heard, but for some reason I really get Intense Cafe. I really get the Intense Cafe feel, even though that's not what I smell when I spray it every time. But I get that overall feeling, which is, to me, an enveloping, beautiful cloud of just edible goodness. You definitely need this in the collection. I'm gonna try to pick up the pace with this left side and bring bottles down at the same time. So Coral Fantasy, absolutely a stunner. I should be wearing this more often. You can make this a one and done. Valentino Uomo, this is the OG, and I've got the lotion to go with it. Body lotion infused. This thing is gorgeous. It can be a one and done for sure. This is really underrated, slept on. I don't know that a lot of people wear it, but it must be selling because, I mean, they brought it back, or they're keeping it alive. And then you got the Intense, Uomo Intense, which really is as close to DHI as you're gonna get, but a little bit fresher. It's got some orange blossom, a little bit of, I think, leather in there, but that's not really what I get. You get some kind of freshness with it. You get a little bit of that orange blossom. You get the iris for sure. Kind of intenser version than this, even though this also has some other facets that this does not. I think this has hazelnut. Something creamy and nutty about it that you don't always sense, but is there. These 3 Valentinos rock. Valentino Born in Roma EDT, the OG Born in Roma, and Extra Dose. These 2 are like cousins, but this cousin is wilding out. Extra Dose is wilding out, which is a gorgeous thing sometimes. It's exactly what you want. And this guy, one of my wife's favorite. One of my wife's absolute favorites. And super fresh, but done in a beautiful way with aromatics. So, both stunners. Gucci Guilty Absolute. It's not much to say, guys. You either love it or hate it. Very dry, a dark feeling, urban cowboy, you know, cowboy out in Texas on an actual ranch or whatever. This is a stunner for me. Backup bottle worthy. Alberto Maria's kicked ass with this one. You can wear this any day, for anything, at any time, anywhere, any season. It just works. Backup bottle worthy, 3 bottle, 4 bottle worthy. This is a stunner, guys. And this is one of those that you're not going to make a super presence. You're not going to be that memorable. They're going to be focused on you and not your fragrance. But your fragrance is going to be as charming as anything they've ever smelled. It really will be. Another professional office stunner, and work safe. Believe it or not, this is my first and only Acqua di Gio present for my wife. Super happy to have it. Need to get more wearings in. I've had about 3 or 4 wearings, but need to give Acqua di Gios more love, because this is my generation, Gen X. Bleu de Chanel EDP. I definitely need to get more wearings in. I've only had one, wasn't a full, but I had one. And this is a Christmas present. Shout out to the wife, hooking it up. And the only one I don't have is L'Exclusif, and I don't think I need it because I also have the Parfum, which is gifted by my wife. JPG Scandal, the EDT. This thing is sugary sweet, but believe it or not, it's a freshie. Densely, maybe even sickly sweet, but it's a freshie. You can wear this in the summer. You can wear it in the dense heat. Just be careful overspraying. You know, because if you're indoors and you're in enclosed space and you're gonna choke somebody out. But Scandal, to me, is a stunner. One of my oldest bottles. This is Bleu de Chanel EDT. Halfway done, but it is one that I had before I had all the rest. All right, going back with what really is up there with, tied with close to one of my favorite houses, or one of my favorite designer houses. Absolutely is absolutely a stunner. Absolutely banging. You see, I'm putting the dent in, and believe it or not, the newest one, the EDT, Stronger With You, the regular one, the OG. Look at how much of a dent I put in this. This is just everyday, easy grab, go, go, go. And you can wear it year round. Stronger With You intensely. I kind of leaned back just because when I first got it, I was just rocking it 3-4 times a week. So I slowed down. Anyway, my wife got me Absolutely shortly after that. And then I got some of the Middle Eastern. So I started putting dents in those, and that's why Intensely didn't get the dent. But then this guy just started flying. But any one of these will work. They're all delicious. So we got Rabanne Million Gold and Paco Rabanne, or now Rabanne 1 Million Lucky, and they're both really good. Lucky is the one that's more popular, more sought after by most. Plum note, it's a stunner, guys. I need to get more wearing. I've only had like 2 or 3 wearings. And then I've actually had more wearings of Million Gold. And this, I didn't understand it at first. Because, you know, with the 1 Million series, and I've never had anything other than these two, you were expecting densely sweet and overpowering, and this is not that. This is a mature and grown-up 1 Million Gold. Definitely a lot of sandalwood, cedarwood, just a really great fragrance. And again, you can't go wrong with either of these. Then of course, we've got Invictus, Victory Absolute, and then the OG. Look at how OG halfway done out of the 3.4, and the Absolute definitely is going to be up there soon. Wife hooked it up on the Absolute, and I found this EDT for like 40 bucks. E-discount perfumes are like 45 bucks. Absolutely gorgeous. Believe it or not, you can wear this EDT as an adult. Yes, it's juvenile. Yes, it's fun. Wear it to the gym. Wear it where you want. It doesn't matter. Wear it. Enjoy your fragrance. Now, these are the last ones that I had over here in a corner. And of course, we've got Dark Cherry and Amber, and Tobacco and Tonka Bean from Banana Republic. Commodity Milk Bold Plus. We've got Killian's Apple Brandy. And Tom Ford's Ombre Leather. Sorry that the flash is somehow not turning on right now, but anyway, that's it. That's everything that I have over here, minus the travels. But yeah, that's what I got over here in this designer section. Anyway, que Dios me lo bendiga. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.